Before you keep watching, take a deep breath, because this message didn't find you by accident. If love has been delayed in your life, not denied, this is for you. There is a reason your heart has been feeling tired, quiet, and hopeful at the same time. You're not alone because you're unlovable. You're alone because something real is being prepared. God never makes you wait without a purpose, even when it hurts. Some people were removed not to break you, but to protect the love meant for you. If your heart feels like it's been through too much, it's because it's being strengthened. What feels like loneliness right now is actually alignment. The love you're praying for is closer than you think. But first, you had to become ready. Stay with me, because what you're about to hear might explain everything you've been feeling. Things you will see when God is preparing someone who will truly love you. There comes a quiet moment in life when you realize something feels different. Not loud, not dramatic, just different. Love hasn't arrived yet, but it no longer feels impossible either. You sit alone sometimes and wonder, why am I still waiting? Why does love come so easily to others but not to me? Why do people enter my life, make me hope, and then disappear? And in those silent questions, something powerful is happening, because when God is preparing someone who will truly love you, your life begins to shift in ways you don't immediately recognize as blessings. This season is not punishment. It is preparation. God's preparation is rarely comfortable. It is often quiet, confusing, emotional, and lonely, but it is never meaningless. If you are in this season, listen closely. These are the signs, the things you will see, feel, and experience when God is preparing someone who will love you the right way. 1. God removes people. You thought you couldn't live without. One of the first signs is loss, and this is the hardest part to accept. People you trusted, people you loved deeply, people you imagined a future with. They begin to leave your life, sometimes slowly, sometimes suddenly, sometimes without any clear reason. You sit alone asking yourself, why them? Why now? You replay conversations. You blame yourself. You wonder what you did wrong. But hear this gently. God is not punishing you. He is protecting you. Some people are only meant to walk with you for a season, not a lifetime. And if God allowed them to stay, they would block the love meant for you. The right person cannot enter while the wrong ones still have access to your heart. So God removes what feels familiar, even when it hurts. Not because you were weak, but because you were ready to grow. What you lost was not love, it was a lesson, and what's coming will not leave you confused, broken, or begging to be chosen. 2. You enter a season of loneliness like never before. After people leave, silence follows. Not just around you, but inside you. You can be in a room full of people and still feel completely alone. Conversations feel empty, smiles feel forced, and no one truly understands what your heart is carrying. This loneliness feels heavy, and you start wondering if God has forgotten you, but He hasn't. This is not abandonment. This is alignment. God often separates you emotionally before He connects you deeply. In this quiet season, you finally hear your own thoughts. You start understanding what you need, not what you were settling for. You realize how much of yourself you were giving away just to feel chosen. Loneliness teaches you self-respect before love teaches you companionship. It helps you reconnect with your heart. It slows you down. It prepares you. Because the love God is preparing for you will not enter a crowded, noisy heart. It will arrive where there is space, clarity, and peace. 3. Old wounds begin to heal, even when it hurts. Without warning, memories return. old heartbreaks, words that once cut deep, moments you thought you had moved on from. You may wonder why the past is visiting you again, but this is not to break you. It is to heal you. God brings old wounds to the surface not to shame you, but to free you, because love cannot grow where pain is still hidden. If these wounds remained buried, they would bleed onto the wrong person or destroy the right one. So God gently slows you down. He allows you to feel what you avoided. He teaches you to forgive, not for them, but for your own peace. This healing is uncomfortable, but it is necessary, because the love being prepared for you is safe. And God wants you to receive it without fear, without doubt, without expecting it to leave. You are not reopening old pain. You are closing old doors. 4. Your standards. Begin to rise, even when it costs you. Something inside you changes. You stop accepting what once felt normal. You stop explaining your worth to people who never tried to see it. You begin to say no, not out of anger, but out of self-respect. You walk away from mixed signals. You choose peace over attention. And people notice. They say you've changed. They say you're too picky. They warn you that you'll end up alone. But they don't see what God is doing. God raises your standards before He sends your partner, because the love meant for you will meet you at a higher level, not chase you at a lower one. What you are losing now is not love, it is distraction, and what's coming will not require you to lower yourself to be chosen. 5. You learn to enjoy your own company. There comes a moment when being alone no longer feels heavy. The silence stops hurting, and your own presence starts feeling peaceful. You stop rushing love. You stop forcing connections just to feel something. You begin to enjoy small moments, quiet mornings, late-night thoughts, your own dreams. This is not loneliness anymore. This is wholeness. God teaches you how to be complete on your own, so you don't attach yourself to someone out of emptiness. You learn that love is not meant to fix you. It is meant to walk with you. When you enjoy your own company, you stop settling for people who only fill time. You begin waiting for someone who adds meaning. This season is not about being alone forever. It is about becoming strong enough to choose love, not need it. 6. You become emotionally stronger, not colder. You don't lose your heart. You learn how to protect it. You still feel deeply, but you no longer fall blindly. You listen more. You observe more. You trust your intuition instead of ignoring it. This strength does not make you distant. It makes you clear. You stop reacting from fear. You stop confusing intensity with love. God teaches you balance in this season. How to keep your heart open without letting everyone inside. How to love without losing yourself. The person God is preparing to love you will not be threatened by your strength. They will respect it. They will feel safe with it. Because real love does not need control. It needs understanding. 7. You begin to feel that something is coming. You can't explain it. Nothing has changed on the outside, but inside there's a quiet knowing, a calm expectation, a peaceful readiness. It's subtle, almost like a whisper from your own heart. You sense that love is near, even if you can't see it yet. This is often the final sign, a gentle promise that God is about to reveal what He has been preparing. Trust it. Stay present. Because when the right love arrives, you'll understand why everything before it had to fall apart. Don't miss the last message, because the last message is especially for you. So listen, be carefully. If you've stayed until now, it means your heart needed this message. Maybe you've been waiting too long. Maybe you've lost people you thought would stay forever. Maybe you've cried alone, wondering if love would ever find you. But listen carefully. God is not ignoring your heart. He is preparing it. Every loss, every tear, every lonely night was shaping you for something greater. The love coming for you will not confuse you, drain you, or require you to beg. It will feel safe. It will feel peaceful. It will feel like home. If this spoke to you, comment, "I trust God's timing," and promise your heart that the best is yet to come. Thanks for staying with me at last. So please like, share and subscribe the channel for more mindset changing videos, because this channel will grow with your support and your love.